My name is Jason. I am a peer support specialist and a janitor at the Northlands Rescue Mission. I've had experience with addiction, 37 years of substance abuse. I was dealing with addiction at the age of 14. Started out drinking, using marijuana. Eventually I got into the meth and the heroin, and I ended up in the Grand Forks County Jail. And an inmate came up to me and asked me if I wanted to be in the treatment program at the Northlands Rescue Mission, and so I signed up.
Tanner Grimsley, I'm a licensed addiction counselor at Agassi Associates. So Agassi Associates is actually a really cool facility. You can, go there for mental health and see an individual therapist, but also can see somebody for substance abuse treatment. It was a while ago. I was thinking about just ways to kind of incorporate everybody and just working with underserved individuals and people who are struggling with certain things, and be able to access treatment where they normally couldn't. So I was like, well, where could we do that? And that's where the jail program kind of came into play.
I had an interview with Tanner Grimsley, the one that we work with right now at the Northlands Rescue Mission. And we were in there, I was filling out my eval. And I remember this very vaguely, that after I was talking to him, I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna pass on this.
He was fairly resistant, and I just kind of said, give me 1 day. Just give me 1 day. If you don't like it, you can go back, you can sit in your cell, you don't have to come here anymore.
So I sat and debated for about a minute, and here I am today. When I was doing my treatment program while I was staying at the mission, when I was a client, on my one-on-one with Tanner, we were talking about maybe he wants to get something going on at the mission, and of course I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. So I ended up graduating Tanner's treatment program. And so it was like a month or two after, I'm not quite sure, but then Tanner got a hold of Sue and we started doing our programs at the mission with Tanner.
We ended up just kind of doing a Wednesday night kind of, shoot from the hip and see who would show up and who would be here. The first night we had like 6 or 8 people. We were like, okay, well, good first night, right? It's new. And it's been pretty consistent. And then after the first year of doing it, we've had a pretty good turnout in numbers, and we now, we're here and we're present 5 days a week.
My role in the peer support, and I advocate for Agassi, but I go around to the clients Monday through Friday when the times are, and I just round up the clients and try to get them to go to the meeting. And we pretty much ask them what brought them to the mission, if they have any drug or alcohol or mental health issues, and then we'll start talking. And then when they keep coming back, we ask them, what's your goal for today? What's your schedule look like? For instance, there's this one guy, I kept bugging him for, probably a month and a half. He kept on saying no. And I said, just come and try it. And he's like, Jesus, I will then. So I brought him to the meeting, and after the meeting, he's like, why didn't I go the first time you told me? And now I believe he's got like 65 days of sobriety in. So it's very cool what we're doing here.
We have people all the time who will say, wow, I'm so glad that this is here. I had no clue that this was going to be so beneficial, and they'll leave and they'll tell other people, and they come and they sit down and they have the same experience, and so it's been really awesome to see that kind of spread, from Jason.
I never thought in a million years I would want to help people. I really didn't even like people at the time. When I was using, I didn't care. And there's days, every Monday I'm so excited, I can't sleep Sundays. It's so hard for me to sleep because I just can't wait to meet the new clients that come in over the weekend and just share my story with them. And Every client that comes through these doors, I've walked in their shoes. I've been homeless. I've slept in apartment buildings. I've slept in people's garages, couch surfing, and I relate to them very well. This was a calling for me. I think this is where I need to be. Tanner gave me the blueprint to succeed in life, and I use it on a daily basis. It's just staying on schedule, picking goals on a daily basis. I never thought I'd be where I'm at in my recovery today. I can wake up, come to work, go home, I have my own apartment, I can turn on the TV, I can lay down in a bed, I can take a shower. Just having my family, I got my family back. There's just so many gifts of recovery.